Usually, you get the Mickey Mutineers podcast, where we talk everything Disney. But sometimes... you get the Mutineer Disaster Hour, where we talk everything else. It's like Duck Duck Goose with shitty podcasts. Yeah!
How is it the Duck Duck Goose of Goosed? Hi, Robbie. How is it the Duck Duck Goose of shitty podcasts?
Because, like, the Mickey Mutineers podcast is duck. So it's like duck, duck, duck. And then goose, you get the Mutineer Disaster Hour. Look.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the cat from Guardians. Not Guardians. Captain America.
Captain Marvel.
Whatever.
But no,
the girl Captain America that can fly.
She has way more power than Captain America. Technically, Captain America doesn't even have superpowers. He's just peak human condition.
Whoa, but can she pick up Mjolnir?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think so.
That's a really good point.
Huh, now you got me thinking. She could pick up my Mjolnir. No, what? No, Jake?
Yeah, I guess you're not picking up Mjolnir ever. Not with 30 jokes like that.
I am unworthy. And man. Robbie's over here asking, just you two? For right now. Jordan is running late, but he will be here. So anyone who's like, hey, Jordan wasn't here last week either. Yeah, I know. He's running a week and a half late. Yeah. Also, speaking of last week and the week before, just real quick, a huge shout out and thank you to Jillian and Cassie for being on our show.
Oh, do we have anything from the Department of Corrections yet?
I don't know. He's not here yet. He's running a week and a half late.
Instead of Corrections Department, he's now the Department of Corrections.
I feel like he's going to correct you on that, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, he's not here to do it.
I'm not going to put words in his mouth. Or anything else, really. Like bananas. That'd be weird. Feeding Jordan a banana.
Just with the peel just flapping on his chin.
Just flap. What's wrong with us? Now, this is how I wanted to start this.
Can I read the okay, so I'm drinking Lagunitas Hoppy Refresher. Huh. I didn't realize it's called Hoppy Refresher. It's literally sparkling water with hops and brewer's yeast. So there's no alcohol and no sugar, no carbs. But I really want to read the government warning. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Can I do that? You
yes.
mind?
Can you read?
Oh, shit. Well, let me hand it to Dimitri.
No, please don't.
Okay. According to this beverage is A-OK for operating light.
Stop. You cut out. Like right on the very first word.
Oh, really? God
yeah,
damn it.
so I'm going to need you to start over. And the only reason I stopped you is because I really like the first part of this.
All right, right?
Yes.
According to the Surgeon General, this beverage is A-OK for operating light, medium, and heavy machinery, potable for pregos, and completely safe for driving, flying, or teleportation. It's pretty much good wherever, whenever, maybe even on the moon.
That's way up there. Mm. Now, I disagree.
I imagine it'd probably freeze up there.
No, it's good. Well, it says maybe on the moon.
Yeah, it says maybe.
But, well, in the sunlight on the moon, it probably wouldn't freeze because it's hotter than hell.
Really? How hot's hell?
More than 112 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's almost, hell's almost as hot as St. George in the summertime?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Josh, I have an announcement to make regarding this show. I have good news and bad news. What do you want first?
I want you to say, I have a little announcement to make.
Oh.
Oh, now
I can't.
Sad again.
God, drink your hot water.
I forgot about that. That sucked. That was
Yeah.
actually a little rough.
Hey, can we put a pin in that? Because I have something to say about Foo Fighters. But anyway, Josh, announcements. Do you want the good news or bad news first?
Let's go with the...
Wait, you cut out again. I don't know what you said. Go with what?
Bad news first.
Okay, bad news first. I'm the bad news is we're going to continually upgrade the quality of this show. All right.
As my internet's cutting out, good. I'm glad.
Yes. The good news is you only have to deal with us for the next while or so. Every other week, we're bumping the show to every other week instead of weekly show. Not because, anything tragic or anything, but here's why. It's mostly my fault and the pressure that I put on myself.
It could be slightly my fault too, because summertime is a little bit easy for me. Hopefully this summer not so much, but
yeah,
last few years have been.
Yeah, and like last year, look, I'm going to be honest. Towards the end of the summer, I was getting really burned out. Not that I hated the podcast. I love the podcast. It's my favorite thing we do. But just my work schedule and the heat, and I'm not joking about the heat. It's when you work outside here in the Mojave Desert, it is hot and it drains you. And you start to lose interest in things that you love.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why I've chosen this as a career. Anyway, it's getting to that point where I'm like, okay, we're going to bump this to every other week. But also, we've talked about a lot of things that we want to add to the show and do for this show and work on these other shows that we have, like Hot Sauce Heathen or What the Heck is Jake Talking About? And those are losing steam, and I don't like that. So we're bumping this every other week.
Your hot sauce or your What is Jake Talking About? You sent me the other day.
Yeah, the Lucifer one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're cutting back so that I can work on more things to add more content. So by having less, you're going to get a lot more in the future. And I have a lot of ideas in my head, Josh, but I don't know how to do them. So I need to watch like online courses and stuff to really add to this. So
free online courses, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely free. And on that note, hello, Jordan.
Hello.
You're a week and a half late.
Oh shit. I just got the memo like a week ago.
What, did you walk to the podcast?
Okay, now that Jordan's here, I'm going to switch to a different Wi-Fi router.
Okay, you do that. Because
my mom's a different Wi-Fi router.
It's weird that you say that because it's absolutely true and I can't explain it. I like that Josh is frozen by switching to a different Wi-Fi. Wait a minute. How many routers do you have?
Well, I've got the main one downstairs, which was what I was connected to, and then I've got the multiple Google Nest hotpoint throughout the house. And this one wasn't turned on, wasn't connected to it, so I unplugged it, plugged it back in, it came online, and now I should have decent internet because it's only going from here to there.
Well, so far you sound a lot better, and I haven't had to stop you to start over your sentences once so far in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Guys, I want to bring up something that could be controversial. So, hear me out. And I might
snakes on a plane?
No, that's not controversial at all.
Oh.
But hear me out, because at first it's going to sound like I'm the asshole. But just let's go through this and workshop this together. Okay, so the other day I went to a frozen yogurt place. All right, but like the kind of frozen yogurt where you get your cup, you do the dispensing, you put the toppings on, and you take it up and you blend it, right?
They charge you based on how much. Yeah, so that's like a Minchie's.
Yeah, it was Minchie's.
Oh,
okay.
So it was literally a Minchie's.
It was 100% Minchie's. So anyway, I get up to the counter, I weigh my froyo, and the price comes up, and I go to pay, and I look down, and there's an option to tip.
Did you tip yourself?
Thank you, Josh. Tip who? I did everything.
Yeah.
Like what?
What
do you do in that situation?
Some time ago, we went to we were staying close to Santa Monica Pier somewhere. I can't remember where.
Santa Monica.
Well, it wasn't Santa Monica. It might have been Valencia. Valencia? No, not Valencia.
Oxnard?
No, not
Long
that far
Beach.
north.
All right, Southern California.
Anyways, right there, close to Huntington Beach, Santa Monica area.
Right.
Might have actually been Huntington Beach. The hotel we're staying at, their intercontinental breakfast was legitimately a box of donuts and a box of pastries that was just opened up for you, and there was a tip jar.
But you had to grab the donuts and pastries, right?
Yes, and all they did is set the box down and flip the lid.
Now look, I'm not against tipping, but
no.
In the proper context, I don't know what to do in these situations. Service at a restaurant, I'm fine with this. A great haircut, yeah. Frozen yogurt that I made.
I bought a 4-pack of canned beer at Pontoon Brewery the other day. And it asked me to leave a tip for that.
But you just bought cans of beer?
Yeah, well, but it was actually, I bought it at the brewery though, so I understand that. Their system's just automatically set up for that. Because they can pour you beer as well.
Oh. Well, see, that's service.
Yeah. Well, if you get beer poured, which I did, so I left a tip, but I didn't leave the tip for the 4-pack though.
Okay. So, Jordan, what would you do in this Menchie situation?
I would not tip.
All right. Because I didn't.
Did you loudly exclaim, "Who the fuck am I tipping? Me?"
What if you just put it right back in your other pocket? Like, that's what I was gonna say. Like, and here's the tip. Oh,
thanks, Jake. You're welcome.
You can't say that.
Thanks, Jake. I'm welcome.
Look, I mean, the service was fantastic. He even went and put extra marshmallow cream onto it. So
that he got charged for.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I'm still like paying full price. Like,
so what froyo did you get?
I don't want to tell you because you'll be like, what?
No, I need to know. This is important.
I got blue raspberry and original tart swirled. I threw some cheesecake pieces onto it and some marshmallow cream. One gummy shark. He's down there at the bottom. He's a little surprised at the end. One peach ring, a waffle cone piece.
You know what?
I'm a little surprised.
I'm not against this at all. Now I need to find a Menchie's near me because that sounds fucking amazing.
I know exactly where there is one near you.
We usually just go to Racetrack because it's the same type of thing, but they just charge by the bowl size. And it's like $2 a bowl, and you can fill that large bowl like that much, dude.
What you need to do is get like some gummy topping and like line the rim of the bowl and make the bowl bigger, like just increase the capacity with the gummies. just to get that a little extra. But Menchie's has Dole Whip, so
they do. At the one in Twin Falls, I bought a whole big thing of Dole Whip to take home and just put in the freezer, just in case I want Dole Whip later.
Just in case, like as if someone doesn't want Dole Whip later. I want Dole Whip.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have any?
No, I don't. So Town Lake is the closest
one
with
that attitude. Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry, something about Josh's negative frozen yogurt attitude.
Yeah, I don't have frozen yogurt. This is bullshit.
Wait a minute. Apologies to the podcast listener, but YouTube listener, you're in for a treat. Jordan is about to do magic tricks.
I'm gonna make.
Yeah, I just said Jordan.
I'm going to make.
Said Jordan's about to turn tricks.
All of these cards disappear.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. What? Whoa! Wait. Where did they go?
Jake, tell you what. Come here real quick. Lean close to the. Just a little bit closer. Just can you just turn your head so I can get your ear and just. Oh, look at that!
What? They were in my ear?
The whole
That's
time.
What that was. The whole time.
Does it feel better now that I've taken all these out of your ear?
Yeah, I can hear now. Maybe it wasn't
Excellent.
Josh's router at all.
Yeah.
There's a stack of 52 cards in my ear.
Yeah.
Well, that was fantastic. What else do you got?
Thank you. I can do one of these. You ready? Whoop. Whoop. Whoa!
What?
Huh. Weird.
Wait, Josh, did you just go to Menchie's? Wait,
no.
Oh, geez, Jordan, your thumb. Wait.
Oh, no,
it's fine. That's amazing.
It's the whole magic.
Oh. I hit the microphone.
Jake's so angry over here, he's punching his microphone.
This is the opposite of magic. It's, what would be the opposite of magic?
Science?
Oh, shit. All right. Well, then it's settled. Me punching my microphone is science. There's a velocity.
Oh, yeah? You got the weird Venn diagram where they overlap. I guess that would be alchemy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, technically, that's where science originally came from.
Where you're trying to turn it into gold.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect.
I
don't know. I don't know how alchemy works.
No one does. It doesn't.
I thought that's when I used to think that's when you melt two metals together to make a new metal, but then I realized that's alloy.
It starts with the same two letters. So I mean, the fact that you pulled that up, I'm impressed.
Doesn't it start with aluminum?
It's aluminium.
And herb.
No, it's not, Jordan. Because we're in America and we speak American.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I speak English. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we speak American. My wife speaks English.
Wait, have you guys seen those those drop-down menus on websites where it's like you pick a language and it has like the American flag and it says English, but then in parentheses it says simplified?
Yeah.
That delights me, but also kind of hurts.
It's got the UK flag and just says English.
Yes. Oh. I see how this is. So, Jordan.
Yes.
Real quick, congratulations on 500 YouTube subscribers.
Oh, thank you. I'm up to 502 right now.
What's your secret?
Years of stubbornness, apparently.
Oh, good. So I'm on the right track.
I've been on YouTube for 5 years now, and it took me 5 years to get to 500. Guys, I think I just have to say it. I don't think anybody likes my YouTube page.
I like your YouTube page.
I don't think anybody likes my YouTube page.
Wait, what does that mean?
What? No, I think the vast majority of people just don't give a shit because when I started it, it was supposed to be for fun stuff and theme parks, and I don't live close to theme parks, and no one follows me for any of the other shit I do. So I just go look for toys now, and people seem to be into that.
Yeah.
I've had more success in the last year of doing toy hunts than I had in the previous 4 years of doing all the videos that weren't toy hunts.
I'm going to try an experiment because toys, they seem to be a hot ticket item. Every time we do Ghastly's Collectible Corner on this show, I'm going to make it its own little segment in the new short segment section and just totally steal your toy thunder and not steal it, borrow it, and see if that works.
Nah. But yeah, no, I'm up to 500, and I appreciate. I think a lot of it has to do with when I went to Toylanta a couple weeks ago, and I put the video out, and that video is one of my highest viewed videos right now. It's got over 1,000 views on it.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, it's got almost like 1,200.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Last week's episode, right here.
And then last week, I uploaded my Disney World vlog from whenever I was at Galaxy's Edge, showing off a whole bunch of the cool shit. 33 views.
So yeah, looking at it right now. I pull up your page, and yeah, Toylanta, 1.1 thousand views. Yeah. Galaxy's Edge, 33. So,
So it's because I'm not a Tim Tracker or an Adam the Woo or a Super Enthused or a Justin Scarred, all of which are great vloggers and YouTubers. Like that, by no means am I throwing shade at any of them. I'm actually friends with some of them, and they make great content. But man, like, why watch my videos whenever theirs exist, right? So it's yeah. So I don't know. Like, I just feel like I've come to terms with the fact that I'm probably just going to be a toy guy on YouTube.
Jordan the toy guy.
I mean,
which is weird because I'm keeping the Jordan Ghastly moniker, and it just doesn't make sense for toys. But I'm not. But I don't want to get rid of it.
If it makes you feel any better, there's this one channel I watch where I learn a lot of my animation that I do. And the channel's name is Hey Samurai. And it's just this dude doing animation tutorials. And I've always wondered, I was like, why the hell is it called Hey Samurai? And then I found out, he mentions it in one of his videos, Hey Samurai was a band that he used to be in. So he kept the same channel, and the same channel name just completely swapped over to tutorials, kept the name. So it's worked out great for him. So yeah, you can be Jordan Ghastly, the toy guy.
Sure.
And I mean, in all fairness, some of your toys, kind of edge on the horror side of things. It makes sense still.
I do have a whole bunch of horror figures.
Yeah, see? Like, I'm going to make Josh's Hot Sauce Heathen thing, and if he starts talking about sweet jams and jellies, I'm going to be a little upset.
What about spicy jams?
No, that's why I specifically said sweet.
I made a really good spicy jam, though.
What are you eating?
Ice cream.
Hardly.
It's French.
It says keto.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah, but it says French for ice cream.
Glass?
Did you say French fried ice cream?
French fried ice cream.
Josh is eating mashed potatoes, but frozen ones. That is French fried ice cream. All right. Let's get into some sad news. Let's bring the show down. So, Jordan.
Yeah, it is my regret to inform everybody at home watching and or listening on the sad, untimely passing of the Podcat. It was a rough week. You can just one. We'll do it a couple times. Go ahead and give it once right now, and then we'll give her a send off.
Podcat.
All right. Yeah. No, it was a rough week here at the Ghastly household, and all of this happened within 36 hours. Thursday morning, I wake up, I feed the cats, everybody's fine. I go to work, I come home that night, and Stella isn't interested in her food, which is a red flag for me because she's the 11 years we had her, she's literally never had an issue of not eating. She's never been sick. She's never been like nothing. Wake up the next morning, or no, I bring her upstairs. I thought maybe the other cats were messing with her and she was just anxious. Brought her upstairs. She eventually eats her food about 30 minutes later. And I think that's it. I'm like, okay, cool. She ate her food. I'm happy. I'm good to go. Next morning, I wake up. She doesn't even touch her food. She just looks at it and then walks away. And I'm like, that is not good. Bring her to the vet that afternoon. Vet does tests, blood work, labs come back, says she's healthy. Say, cool. I pay the money, bring her home. Still not interested. She gets an appetite stimulant. Still not eating, even after the appetite stimulant. I call the vet back and they're like, yeah, you should bring her back in. So I pay to have more tests done and more x-rays to find out that she has fluid in her lungs.
Oof.
Not in her lungs, in her chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up in her chest, which is making it hard for her to breathe. And she probably has some fluid in her lungs too. But because of all the fluid in her chest, it's making it hard for her to breathe. And also her heart rate is low. And because her heart rate is low, her blood pressure is low. And the vet calls a couple of specialists and calls us back and basically says all the evidence is leading to heart failure, severe heart failure.
Whoa.
And yeah, so this is the timeline of things that happen on Saturday. I wake up at 8. She's not eating. I bring her to the vet at 9. They do x-rays. I'm home by 10:30, but Stella is still at the vet as the vet is calling specialists to look at the x-rays. They call us back at 12:30, maybe around 1, and tell us that it's not looking good. And then they call us back again because I guess they also do a test for cancer. And she calls us back and tells us that there's nothing malignant in her cells and that all of the evidence is pointing to severe heart failure. And that was about 2. And then by 4:30, we had to go say goodbye. So when I woke up that morning, I tell you that I wasn't expecting to have to say goodbye to the Podcat, to Stella. And I was a goddamn wreck. So from 2 to about 3:30, Chelsea and I we knew what we had to do, but we didn't want to say it out loud. We were trying to decide, do we want to bring Stella home and have one more evening with her, to be selfish and have one more evening with her before having to say goodbye? Or do we just kind of go and, for lack of a better phrase, just go and rip the Band-Aid off? The problem, even though we got okayed by the vet to bring her home for the evening, the problem was that her heart rate and her blood pressure was so low, she could just easily pass away during the night. Like that, it was that severe. Like when it happened like that. So we saw, like, I know you guys remember when I had to put Ziggy down a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
through like 3 months of suffering, and he lost half of his body weight. And like the last thing I wanted to do was to bring Stella home and stress her out and have her pass away, during the middle of the night while we were asleep.
Right.
So Chelsea and I were like, we just got to do it. As much as we didn't want to do it, as much as it pained us to do it, we went and we were there for the whole thing. And it was rough, man. That's why I wasn't on last week, because it happened on Saturday and I think I just shut down for probably about 3 days. So, and like the thing about Stella is I made a Facebook post about it. If anybody is friends with me on Facebook or follows me on Twitter, I've never officially been diagnosed with anxiety or depression. So far be it from me to compare what I feel with actual anxiety and depression. But Stella was my antidepressant. Stella was my anti-anxiety medicine. Whenever the pandemic hit and I was getting anxious about that, Stella would always come and calm me down. Or whenever I got laid off from my job, Stella would come and calm me down. Whenever I got stressed about trying to find a new job and money and life situations, Stella would come and calm me down. There was something about her purr when she sat on my chest that like really calmed me down. And the irony is that the one thing that would calm me down is no longer in this world, right? So there was a couple days where it was really rough, and we're still adjusting. Like the nighttime is the worst because Stella would always sleep in the bed with us. But the next day we went out and tried to get our mind off things. We went and dropped $130 at Total Wine because I decided I was going to drink until I couldn't feel feelings anymore. We bought like $100 worth of like peanut butter stout beers. And I think we also got
sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but Josh made a face.
No, we got all the beers we got were fantastic though. And then we also got rum and Irish cream. And then Monday, like luckily we both had Sunday and Monday off, so Monday we just kind of hung out around the house and didn't do anything. Like I don't even think I got dressed that day. I just kind of lounged around the house until it was time to go to bed. It's a bummer. Stella is no longer here with us. She's crossed the Rainbow Bridge, but she is here in spirit. And I still have the other 2 nerds walking around the house. So I miss my baby girl, Stella. It's hard sometimes whenever I think about her. But, it was one of those things where we literally could not do one thing. It was one of those situations where it was just in her genetics, and there was the amount of money. If I had an endless pile of money, it still wouldn't have helped her. So
yeah,
it's one of those things, man.
Well,
she is gone but not forgotten.
That's right. Immortalized as the podcast.
Mm-hmm. She in whatever spiritual way has told me she is now bequeathing the title of Podcat to Spooky.
Oh, Spooky's the Podcat now.
So Spooky will take the mantle of Podcat from here on out.
I hope Spooky knows the old Eye of Sauron move also.
I think he can figure it out.
Okay.
He's been practicing. Yeah.
That's I don't know how I feel about that.
So one more time, Jake, for Stella across the Rainbow Bridge. Give it one more.
Podcast.
There you go, baby girl.
Went extra long for on that one.
Excellent. I appreciate it.
If we ever need a cat that just sits there and stares and judges us, I got one of those.
It's true. She judges me every time I go over.
When she judges him too long, she throws up.
It's true. Which I feel is just like a commentary on my life.
Hey everybody, Jordan's here.
Thanks, Whiskey.
Oh heck! And Jordan, as long as you're talking real fast, because I've gathered some Ask Reddit questions that we're going to get to. So
can I just make one comment?
Yeah, no.
It's been a rough month for the Mutineers and pets.
Yeah, it has. And because not but a few days before, man, like you lost your pupper.
Yeah,
and you weren't even in town.
Nope.
Anyone who listened to last week's episode, apology, Josh. I'm sorry for the way I handled that.
Hey, Josh.
Man, I handle everything with dark humor, anyways, dude. So
hey, Josh, I need you to do me a favor. I haven't responded yet, only because I didn't respond to people's text messages for like 4 days. Can you please tell Vanessa thank you for reaching out? Because like I was doing like heart emojis to everybody. But like I didn't like respond. So if you could just tell Vanessa, like, thank you for reaching out. We really appreciate it. I just have been absolute shit at responding to those text messages.
Of course.
So thank you.
Yeah, man.
No, like go tell her now.
No, it's fine. She'll cross in the back at some point.
When she does, we're like, Vanessa, hey.
What's up?
So, you gave a lecture on toys, and I want to know when and where we can watch this and what it was.
So, I was asked by the Bartow History Museum in Cartersville, Georgia, if I could give a lecture on the history of toys and toy companies. And I said, absolutely. And it was because they had recently opened up a temporary exhibit for vintage toys. There's an there's a vintage Easy Bake Oven, some vintage Barbie, some vintage Matchbox and Hot Wheels. There's an Atari 2600 on display. Anyway, they know I know some people who work there, and they asked me if I would be willing to do the evening lecture for them in March, and which is pretty badass, because a lot of the evening lecture people that they get are typically like PhD students or PhD level historians. And I thought it was really cool of them to ask, because I don't have a PhD. And I thought it was really cool of them to ask me to do that. I really appreciated it. So let me just kind of walk you through how I structured my talk. I obviously I couldn't talk about all the toys, all the toy companies, right? Like I only had I had an hour.
Oh, yeah, you could not talk about all the toys and all the companies.
Well, what's really funny is that I thought I had to cut out a lot of stuff, and I still had too much information to give. So my talk was pretty much, I talked about the history of Mattel and the history of Barbie, the history of Hasbro and the history of G.I. Joe. I talked about Star Wars and Kenner, and I also talked about Transformers, obviously, because that's my favorite toy line. But the way it was structured was how global and world events dictated these toys being created. Like they were. I'm trying to give you the Cliff's Notes version of it. Like, all of these toy companies started to spring up in a post-World War II era baby boom. So not only were families having children, but the economy was booming as well. And toy companies were booming because, one, there are more kids to play with toys, and two, there's more money to make toys for kids to play with. So Hasbro and Mattel kind of take advantage of this baby boom with their respective toy brands, and then counterculture in the 60s dictate how they market and release future toys in that toy line. Like, for example, G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe debuts in 1963 as the 12-inch toy, but because of all of the anti-war and the anti-Vietnam War sentiment of the 60s, sales start to plummet, so they have to pivot. And so G.I. Joe is no longer a soldier. He's an adventurer, and he turns into an astronaut and a deep sea diver, and he goes to the jungle. Like, he's no longer an army guy. And then, him being an astronaut is a big thing because it's the 60s and there's a space race going on with Russia. Right. 2 years after the astronaut G.I. Joe comes out, we actually there's the moon landing happens. So a lot of these real world events that not only shape our government and government policy and politics and just our everyday lives, but also our popular culture. And the popular culture extends into toys. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. So that's pretty much what my talk was about, was all of these real world events that affect how actual toys get released and are created, so to speak. So that's what my talk was on. And I got all the way up to Transformers. And then I had a whole talk about the Atari that I just couldn't get to. So I know, because I wanted to leave like 10 minutes for questions. So I didn't get a chance to talk about the Atari. So after about 5 or 10 minutes of questions, one of the ladies in the audience, and there was probably about 20, 25 people, which is a pretty big turnout for this museum. One of the ladies in the audience says, "Well, I want to hear what you had to say about Atari." And then everyone else goes, "Yeah, we'll stay." So I had an encore presentation. And then the guy who runs it, a friend of mine, comes up to me and goes, "I don't think we've ever had an encore presentation for an evening lecture before."
Nice.
Man. Like, I've performed in bands and I've never had an encore where it was appropriate.
So
Morgan's over here asking for an encore right now.
Well, Morgan, you'll be happy to know that I was informed that the video was edited today and will be up on the museum's YouTube page, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, definitely by Wednesday, and I'll share it. So the only problem is they stopped recording after the questions, so they didn't get the Atari portion.
Oh,
yeah.
So your encore just lives on in spirit.
It does.
Well, so it won't cost anything to watch it then, right?
No, it should be free.
Sweet. I found the Bartow History Museum YouTube page. Not to brag or anything, they only have 22 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have more subscribers than them, but looking forward to watch it.
How many TikTok subscribers do you guys have?
Real quick, Morgan's looking forward to watching it. Let's see.
I have like
TikTok is a raging wild. How many?
461 followers.
What the hell?
Yeah, my wife. Wait, how many do you have, Jake? Real quick.
By me, you mean us?
Yeah.
Because hold on. Let's see. So for Mutineers, we have 140, And for what the heck is Jake talking about, I have 113.
Vanessa has 724.
What the hell? Why?
She's got like one video that's got 2,000 some freaking views, and
so do I.
One of my TikTok view. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. One of mine has like 20-something thousand views on it.
It was the pizza one, wasn't it?
It was the pizza one.
Cassie says she has many followers. Also, hi Cassie.
It's actually at 69.6 thousand. Nice.
Nice. Let's see, the highest viewed Mutineers one is the one with the game of shame with the fog covering the Golden Gate Bridge. That's 1,200 views.
I hope they complain to the city council about that.
And then the one where I talk about how close the Mexico scene from Small World is to the graveyard or the seance room in the Haunted Mansion has 7,000 views. And nothing else even comes close to that.
So, did you say we got some AskReddit questions?
Yeah, we got some AskReddit questions. Anyway, listeners and or viewers, pay attention to Jordan's social media the next couple days, and you can watch him talk about toys. So, guys, you ready? Are you ready to answer some questions?
All right.
Okay. I thought that was a rhetorical question. That's all.
No, that was a question. I asked if you were ready. Anyway, every now and then, right here on the Mutineer Disaster Hour, what we do is I peruse the AskReddit subreddit and pick out some questions that I think would be funny to ask on this show amongst us. So, first one, here we go. What's your favorite word that starts with the letter Q?
Q.
Cuisinart.
That's a C.
Is this a C? God damn, it is a C, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's cuisine art. God damn it.
Yeah. This is why you don't have a PhD, Jordan.
Fuck.
Neither do you, Josh.
But I can spell Q. Q-U-E-U-E.
It's just a Q followed by 4 silent letters in a line.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm sticking by my answer, and I'm gonna start a change.org petition to change the spelling of Cuisinart.
You can't even say petition.
Fuck you. I did say petition.
Now you said petition.
I said petition.
Just let me roll it back. No, not on the floor. You know what? We got to move on. Oh, wait. Mine's quick draw.
Quagmire.
Oh, see, that's...
Now you guys are just naming cartoon characters.
Hey, Morgan.
The actual word.
Yeah, I mean...
Morgan might win. First of all, Cassie agrees with Q.
Yeah,
but Morgan's over here with Queefaroni.
That's
the San Francisco treat.
Ew.
I feel like you've never been to San Francisco.
I feel like you've never smelled San Francisco.
I can't tell you. About to say. All right, next question.
It smells like sea lions. It's weird.
God damn it.
Go ahead. Say it. Why don't you say it?
No, I can't. I refuse. We're all thinking it, but I'm going to move on. This is all Morgan's fault. Next question. You have 2 days where time is frozen to do anything at all. What do you do first?
Wait, hold on. I have one for the last question. Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. What was the question?
You have 2 days where time is frozen to do anything at all. What do you do first?
Is there consequences?
You have 2 days.
I don't know.
Where time froze to do anything at all.
Oh yeah, no consequences. You can do anything at all.
Okay, so yeah, that one too. First off, I take about a 30-minute nap.
Hold on. Pause your nap. Cassie says she'd kick the rich into the ocean. All right, back to your nap.
It's not a bad way to do it.
I would start just collecting money from everything but banks, actually. Don't want any of that blue dye accidentally.
Yeah, that's trackable after 2 days, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In 2 days, you can hit like jewelry stores, gas stations. I know gas stations don't have a lot, but you hit enough of them, you're going to get a lot of...
Fuck, man. Go to a rich area in town and just pull ATM machines out of the wall.
Okay, so Josh is going straight to robbery. Cassie's going to murder.
Then I'm going to join Cassie.
Wait, but at that point, Josh, you become the rich.
Well, no. I'm going to distribute it to the poor, but I'm going to use those ATM machines as anchors for the rich.
See, well, Jordan's in thought. I feel like I would join Josh's. I would join Josh in spirit by taking a nap first, but I feel like it would turn into like one of those 3-hour coma naps where you wake up really confused, and I'd be like, "Wow, wait, shit, what was I supposed to do?" And I would procrastinate until the next day, thus leaving me 1 day to do anything.
I'd honestly probably just out of habit end up at work, wondering why it was so quiet.
And that's not a bad thing.
All right, I got it.
What?
I would tie as many people's shoelaces together as I could.
That is okay. You and Morgan over here, because Morgan says he'd break into people's homes and cut off just one leg of each of their beds. You got chaotic evil over here.
Steal people's left socks.
Reverse traffic signals. Hey, wait a minute. Cassie just said she got an emergency squall alert. Doesn't Cassie live in Montana?
I've seen some squalls out over the ocean that were pretty emergency.
But the oceans of Montana.
I mean,
wait a minute. I just had a visual of Jordan.
Montana could just be a sea of heartbreak.
That's a good song.
Depends on who sings it.
But going back to Jordan and Morgan creating chaos. Once that 2 days is up and everyone like in mid stride with their shoelaces tied together, it's just gonna be like the loudest whoomp ever. And I don't know how I feel about that. No, I do know how I feel about that. I laugh hysterically. All right, next question. Let's just say this is unrelated to the last question, but here we go. You are guilty for 100 murders. The police catch you and say that you will be free if you have a good explanation for them. What do you tell them?
No shit.
It's my first day.
I was on the moon with Steve.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I was dead at the time.
For legal reasons.
I think we're all going to prison, you guys. Like, what, they deserved it? I don't know.
I weighed them to be guilty.
Oh, geez. I don't think that's going to save you, Josh.
These cell delinquents.
So a new band name. Morgan can sing.
Their hit single, Queefaroni.
Chocolate enough smells like sea lions.
You stop that. You stop that right now. All right, next question. Wait, how many do we have?
I don't know.
I hope some of them start to get more interesting. Like some of these have just been kind of generic.
Here's one for you.
All right.
Sexy time music playlist. What is your go-to sex jam?
Benny Hill theme.
You answered that way too fast.
That's really, it's really weird.
Man, you listen to what you want in your sexy time, and I'll listen to what I want in mine.
Mine was the Power Rangers theme song.
Well,
Wait, from Mighty Morphin?
10 hour,
yes.
Mine's 10 hours of Peter Griffin laughing. No, seriously, it's like fucking Redbone by Childish Gambino.
All right, I have another answer to this. The hamster dance.
Ain't that the song from Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood?
Yeah, it's the opening song.
What it's called, really?
Sped up.
Is that what it's called? The hamster dance?
I mean, when they released it as the hamster dance, way back in the 1990s.
Jesus.
No.
All right, next.
Sorry. Okay, here we go.
Jermaine Stewart's "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off."
I've never heard that song. Is it a banger?
Yes, you have. It was an '80s one-hit wonder.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sure I have.
It's actually a really fucking good song. It's a really fucking good song.
It's also a good fucking song. Hey.
Yep. Hey.
Hey.
Or not if you're going by what the song says.
Oh.
We don't have to take our clothes off. We'll drink some cherry wine.
Some cherry wine?
Hey, Morgan says he doesn't think you're doing it right if that's your song.
Hey, man, listen. I like to go at my own pace, Morgan.
Me too. That's why I choose Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. This is also why I'm single. Hey, next question. What's your unpopular food opinion?
I have a lot of these.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to start things off controversial. You know what, you guys? Sauce up that steak. Put all the sauce on it. I don't give a shit. I'm going to just drown my steak in sauce.
Yeah.
I'll dip that shit in ketchup.
I mean, this sounds like a Golden Corral steak.
No, the fanciest steak, the finest steak, ribeye.
The choicest cut of meat from your juiciest bison.
Right into the Heinz 57.
Who the fuck hurt you guys?
You.
Pickles are disgusting. Olives are disgusting. And I think mustard is the absolute worst condiment on the fucking planet.
Weird way to say best.
No, I said worst. I said worst, and I said it with my whole goddamn chest.
Boiled hot dogs are fucking just goddamn horrid.
They are.
Both
That's why I put mine
my
in the
entire
oven.
diet.
Any boiled meat is just.
Yeah, just the concept of boiled meat. And I'm speaking as somebody who used to boil their hot dogs until I realized, wait, I could just fry this shit in the pan?
Yeah,
actually,
right?
I toss them in the oven now. Is what I do.
I'm still boiling my hot dogs.
Dude, no.
Like when I'm on the road.
Hold on. You ready? Put that shit on a pan, slice them long ways, toss that shit in the oven 15 minutes at 350. Don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I cook bacon.
Only the beef only Franks, though. Don't get like
I only
that
get
actual hot dog. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this might be unpopular just because the method used, but when I'm in hotel rooms, like if I'm going to be in a hotel room for a while, I'll just slice the hot dog long ways, throw some cheese on it, microwave it for a minute and a half.
And you just is it good?
Yeah, and it's quick.
It's hot and it's ready.
And it's a dog. And then it's got crispy cheese on the edges and melty cheese in the middle. Unless you fucking move it like weird at the last second and don't realize, then all the cheese falls off. Then you got crispy cheese on the side.
I put ketchup in my macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I know you do.
I've done that. I used to dip a grilled cheese in ketchup every once in a while.
I still do that in emergencies when I don't have tomato soup.
That's fair enough.
It's still kind of a tomato soup, right?
I don't really care for ketchup.
It's a tomato smoothie. I have one that's like what?
This one I don't think it's as controversial, but I prefer pizza without tomato sauce. So any of the other sauces that are available, like barbecue sauce or like a good white sauce, I think is makes a superior pizza.
Oh, Morgan's got one over here.
Yeah, Morgan needs to go stand in the corner.
Slice of cheese on a Krispy Kreme glazed. Slap it in the microwave for 10 seconds. You're welcome.
Wait, is that American cheese?
Hold on. So I'm not going to say he's wrong, but I need to know specifically what kind of cheese.
Yeah, it's like 3 different kinds of cheese.
Like if it's pepper jack or an aged cheddar, that'd be a little weird.
Like, am I putting a little bit of gorgonzola on there? What's up?
American cheese.
Now, is it white American? Is it deluxe American or deluxe white American?
I think he means craft singles. That's what I think he means.
Those are cheese product.
They're literally the oh god damn it.
Morgan's cheese whiz on a glazed donut. Fucking
craft singles are just holistic cheese.
He says, "Sir, the disrespect."
Shit. I feel like I have more unpopular food opinions.
I have one that's becoming increasing. Like as I get older, the more people I tell this, and I know Jordan agrees with this. I don't know how Josh feels about this, but hey, look, I like a cold glass of nipple milk. Just plain. What? Cow milk. Sorry, cow milk.
As I've grown older, I've really become started liking blue cheese.
I can't do it. I've tried.
Like not by itself, but like in a burger. Or
no,
by itself, you just have just in a bag.
Just a bag.
I'm also allergic to penicillin, so I probably shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, that's a good idea to not eat it.
I feel like I had another one, and I've just forgotten it again. Oh well.
Okay, we got one more.
Okay,
and it's another food-related one, and this is more of a thought exercise because,
all right,
like I read it at first, I was like, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, what food has made you wonder? How did our ancestors discover that this was edible?
Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Like
my go-to. While you guys think about what?
Any hot pepper.
Yes, Josh. Yes,
I like them. But Jesus, it's like, who's the fucking asshole? Is like, oh, this is so good.
You're that asshole. My go-to in this scenario is always pineapple. Like a pineapple bush is literally spikes, and then the fruit sits in the middle, and it's just one fruit, and it is also covered in spikes, with spikes coming out of the top. And it's just like, who got to that thing and was like, wow, one of the best things in the world is inside of this.
Isn't there a meme that circulates social media about the first person to milk a cow? Like, how did they figure out that was you'd be able to ingest that? Like the cow was just sitting there going, "Excuse me,"
or like eating eggs.
Wait, I have a feeling. What were you gonna say?
just on the egg subject, just like that weird egg dish where like the embryo has to be like mostly formed and then pickled or something. I don't remember what that is.
Blue.
But whoever figured that out is wrong.
Yeah. I mean, fermented foods fall into a dare.
I feel that a lot of, or some of the basic stuff that we eat, like meat and even eggs, I think is probably something left over from like an evolutionary switchover, where the ancestors that we evolved from were probably carnivores. It just wasn't until we were, I don't know, I guess, somewhat smart to combine food over fire to cook the meat. So
what about lutefish?
What is that?
Lutefish? Is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure it's a Swedish dish. It's a fermented fish they sell in jars at IKEA.
Oh,
no thanks.
Yeah, no, that should never. Oh, Morgan has one. Potatoes or cashews? He has a good point about potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this bulbous root. Really, any root, like carrots.
The way cashews grow is pretty funny too.
Wait, he says the whole plant is poisonous except the thing we actually eat. Is that true?
I got one that I don't know. I would trust Morgan's expertise in this. I got one for you. Bananas.
Yes. Now,
like, you obviously can't like eat the peel or the rind. Like, somebody had to experiment. Somebody had to go like just kind of dive in and realize that the outside part, not that great. The inside part is sweet and mushy.
Here's the crazy part. The bananas we eat now are like specially cultivated and,
yes,
genetically modified. The first person to try a wild banana. Have you guys seen a picture of a wild banana?
No, I haven't. Are you gonna?
Oh my gosh, I got one right here.
They're just little berries.
And so many seeds.
Well, yeah, bananas are literally a true berry.
Yeah, it's true.
And strawberries are not.
Stay tuned for a upcoming episode of What the Heck is Jake Talking About? Here you go, wild bananas right here. Look at that, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, the
weird.
coffee that's pooped out of animals.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good one, Josh.
No, I didn't think of it. It was
Cassie said it.
Yeah,
yeah,
Cassie.
right here. Here, the special coffee that is pooped out of an animal. Sorry, Josh. I take that back and give it straight to Cassie.
No, I did too.
Good.
So it's lutefisk. It's a codfish preserved in lye. Chemical soaked gelatinous fish with a warm and friendly smile.
What?
No thanks.
Yeah,
like some of the jars, I swear you can see their faces in them.
Gross.
So let me expand on this question and ask something similar. What is one food that's readily available today that a lot of people enjoy, but for some reason it is just unappetizing to you?
Avocados.
Pickles.
Avocados. You ready for mine? Fucking tuna in a can.
Oh yeah.
Or tuna in a pouch. Like, for just some reason, just like packaged fish just is gross. Like
man, when I lived in Oregon, we used to go down to the fishing boats and buy just like tuna steaks fresh off the fucking boats.
Spam growing up, my brother would just eat tuna out of a can. Like, he would go to the can opener and just pop himself a top of tuna, and he would just drain all the juice, and he would just eat tuna straight from the can. And that's fucking disgusting.
It's dry. Like you got to put equal parts tuna and like mayonnaise.
Like, here's the deal. Like, I would almost rather take a mouthful of mayo than a mouthful of tuna.
Well, I guess we got our fucking clip for the week.
So I don't know which question Morgan is answering, but this definitely answers for both of them. What Jordan said and the original question, but coconut. Because coconut, much like pineapple, who the hell discovered that was food? And
yeah, I mean, Morgan, you have to work at breaking a coconut.
Yeah,
it's observing animals.
What animals eating coconut? Coconut crab?
There's freaking monkeys that bust that shit open on rocks and eat them.
Oh. Well, you just...
So
oh, Morgan hates coconut. That's fine. I used to hate coconut, too.
I like mounds. And almond joy.
I don't like coconut that much.
Yeah, shellfish. Fuck shellfish.
Or not. Don't... It's weird, man.
But, clams have feelings, too.
I don't think they do.
I mean, when you talk about, like, crawfish and crab and shrimp, I'll eat that all day long. Oysters I can't do.
No. And I can only do clams in a good chowder.
Yeah, when they're chopped up and you just convince yourself it's like soft ham.
It's just meat chunks. Just
yeah.
meat
What about that? What about that giant clam that looks like a dick? Have you ever seen those?
Yeah. They have duck in their name. I forgot what it's called. It's like
I can't remember. But it's a giant clam, and when it opens up, it looks like a giant dick just comes out, and you can just straight up bite the appendage, and water just like splashes everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's called a geoduck. I don't know why.
Geoduck. Do you have a picture of it? Show a picture of it.
Let me find it. Let me find one that won't get us banned from YouTube. Because it is very dick-like. All right.
It's very, very penisy.
Yeah.
So penisy. Like, this is far and away the most penisy thing you can show without it being an actual penis.
People eat this.
Just bite into it.
Yeah.
Like, it's got the wrinkles and everything. Here, let me find oh.
Yeah, who's the person that found this said, you know what? I'm going to stick this in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same dude that milked a cow. He just had a real lonely weekend.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, a lot of foods had to start with a dare.
Why is it so tiny?
I don't think that's tiny.
Yeah, if you rub it, it grows.
Oh, God damn it. That's also true.
It is. I'm just describing a geoduck, you guys. Cassie said that she tried oysters and it's just a booger.
Oysters, I can't do oysters, but like my dad shoots that shit raw. Like he'll just get a plate of oysters and you'll just no thanks.
Like I can't just thinking about it.
What about like we're at the mall in Pensacola. I mean, if you can call it a mall, but there's a store that sold sugared.
Yeah, I bet you fucking would, Morgan.
Crickets, like cricket snacks, crispy, sugary cricket snacks.
Oh, like those chocolate covered.
No, these were
crickets.
They were cotton candy flavored crickets, and they just straight up looked like crickets.
Yeah, they're just seasoned.
Yeah,
seasoned air fried crickets.
Yeah,
I think I'm good. I don't need to eat any of that.
Like we bought him and told Robbie to close his eyes and opened his mouth and threw one in his mouth, and he like kept his eyes closed and like so he threw another one in there and ate it. He was digging them. Then we show him what it is. He just goes, and takes the bag and just fucking walking through the mall eating a cricket at a time.
Good. Assert your dominance, Robbie.
Right?
What are those like suckers with like worms?
No,
or like tiny centipedes or whatever.
the mezcal worms.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
Chloe got one of those when we went to Universal Studios for Halloween.
Thanks.
It came with her beverage.
I'm not a big fan of corned beef.
Oh no, that's an emergency ration food.
Oh, I've got one for you. Canned hamburgers.
Oh,
canned what?
Okay, this calls for an image.
Hamburgers.
Does it have the bun and everything?
Yes. It is a pre-made hamburger that is put in a can, and the instructions on the can is you have to boil the burger inside the can to heat it up. It's already cooked. Like everything is cooked and put in the can. Right. But in order to serve it warm, you have to boil the can, and then once it's done boiling, you have to open it, and it comes in like this wrapper. Like it's not like a vacuum sealed wrapper, but just like if you go to Burger King and how they wrap up, it's one of those.
It legitimately sounds like emergency rations.
It is 100% an emergency ration.
Like I swear I've had an MRE with a burger like that. But it's you cook it with the heat pads that boil the water, and then if you do the heat pad and the water right, you can make hydrogen, and that's fun too.
There's no good pictures of this.
I feel like they screwed it up by not calling it Cambergs.
Damn it. Like the best picture I've found is just like, it's exactly what Jordan just described. It's a hamburger in a can.
Huh. That's fucking
it's still
weird.
Gross though. I still don't no. And it has like cheese and pickles and everything on it.
Oh, it looks like a McDonald's burger.
No, that's
so I watched a video of a food YouTuber. I don't know if it's like a cooking or a recipe YouTuber, but she prepared a couple of these on her YouTube channel, and I will never.
Well, is it Emmy made?
Is it what?
Is the YouTuber named Emmy made?
I don't know.
Where's my camera? Is it her?
Yes, that's her. That's her.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Hey, this all kind of makes my stomach feel queasy, so I think it's as good a time as any to call it a day.
I know. I've already puked once today.
Oh, good.
Serious reflux. That just, Now I have reflux again from just thinking of all this nastiness.
I know how that is. I had it 2 weeks ago. Thought I was dying. Anyway, hey, guys, thanks for listening to us and putting up with us. Be sure to like and subscribe our channel. One day I'm going to have this memorized so I don't have to read it. You can find Jordan's YouTube channel in the description along with our merchandise links and what the heck is Jake talking about. Eventually, also, Hot Sauce Heathen. I almost called you Hot Dog Heathen.
That's my other show. It's not on YouTube though. It's on Pornhub.
a lot of geoducks in it. Oh no! Should we make a geoduck shirt? No, never mind. Nope.
Yeah, you just just like a clam with a censored bar hanging out the side.
That's a fantastic idea. And just put geoduck on the bottom. Oh, hey, you've been listening to and or watching the Mutineer Disaster Hour. Remember, you did this to yourself.